Hogwarts Legacy is a pretty big game and I played it for over 15 hours already. I want to share with you guys the main things to know about the game and some tips I wish I knew from the beginning. This is something you need to know before playing Hogwarts Legacy. You will not be able to change your wand and house after you select it in the beginning. This means after going through the sorting hat phase. Warner Bros. Game Support says, "We'd like to confirm that you are able to change both your wand and house within the game during the proper ceremonies. Once you've locked into those, however, you will be unable to switch them for that character." Originally, when Hogwarts was first created, each founder would personally pick which student would join their house, usually based on their personality traits and values. For example, Rowena Ravenclaw sought out those with most intelligence and creativity. Salazar Slytherin famously valued pure-blood students above all else. The sorting ceremony was later replaced with Godric's enchantment sorting hat, which is featured in Harry Potter and Hogwarts Legacy alike. Choosing the house doesn't imply a lot of changes, it impacts the color of some gear and some extra dialogues, and that's pretty much it. You have around the castle in small chests various clothes which enhance attack and defense. In the beginning you can do small explorations within the castle, but don't waste your time on this because certain areas are locked and you will need to progress through the story to unlock them. The castle is full of things to do, side quests are usually near, and solving them shouldn't take long. When going outside the castle there will be more dangerous threats, so it is recommended to not venture too early. Focus on the main story for the beginning before exploring, and level up inside Hogwarts by doing side missions. The reason why you should focus on the main story is that you need to unlock the broom, the mount, the room of requirements and a lot of spells, without which it's going to be hard to move around the map and access certain areas and defeat enemies. You will need Alohomora to unlock doors, and this spell has 3 levels. You unlock all 3 in 2 consecutive main quests, and this will allow you to access a lot of new areas both in Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and around the map. But more on that in a few minutes. You have a good video in the description showing you how to obtain level 2 and level 3 Alohomora quite easy. When you will be able to use the broom, it is best to discover the floo flames. They are shown on the map and you only need to reach them and they will be activated. This will save you a lot of time because of the fast travel locations. Once you get out of the castle, you will see new enemies and events that you can do on the map. I will post another video with more detailed information on them. The map can be tricky at first. You have the possibility to choose Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, the world map. You can press L2 a number of times to zoom out and you can see the collectibles in every location on the map. This way you will know what is left to collect and to explore. You have Merlin Trials, ancient magic hotspots, trolls, infamous foes and various side quests, plus many more. You might have encountered around the map this chest which you couldn't open. It is actually quite simple. All you need to do is use the disillusionment spell. You get this spell by completing the mission Secret of the Restricted section in the Library Annex section. While doing the mission you will learn the spell. After this it is quite simple. When you encounter the chest, make sure the eye doesn't see you. You can go around the corner, use the spell to become invisible and approach the chest and open it. I will be uploading shortly a video showing all the chests in Hogsmeade and many more videos showing the chests around the map. Follow the channel for more. To change the gear to the dark cards, it is actually a transmog. You need to hover over the specific gear and you will see the option Change Appearance. From here it is quite easy, simply choose the option that you want, and you do this for each of the item that you want to change. You also have other options there in case you want to modify the clothing. Check the Challenges tab. You unlock cool gear and skins that you might not be aware of. One example is this night skin that I like. You get it after defeating a certain number of spiders. You find it in the challenges under the combat section, and you need to defeat 30 spiders in total to get it, and once you do so, you need to click Get Reward. You defeat the spiders by completing the main missions when going to the Forbidden Forest, but you might not be aware of, so you can also get this gear, you should know this. There are other interesting items you can unlock by completing challenges, so it is useful to check that part of the menu. Merlin Trials increase your carrying capacity. This will allow you to carry more gear so you won't have to sell it or destroy it. It is available after 6-7 hours of gameplay. They are short but they are different, so some of them might pose a problem for you. I will be posting all of them on my channel, so if you have any questions about one, just write me a message on any clip and I will respond. I will give you the link with the solution. Some will require certain spells which you don't have, and to complete them you will need to do more main or side quests. Certain spells, in order to be learned, have some requirements, and to complete some requirements you will again need to do more stuff. There are a lot of stuff linked and it will take you some time. One example I encountered was that I needed to learn flipendo. I needed to grow flaxweed in order to learn it, which can be grown only in medium pots or in large pots. But I couldn't buy any medium pots from the shop for the room of requirements. This might have been because the story progression did not allow me to buy it at the time. The room of requirement is really useful. Here you should focus on growing plants and using them for potions. This way you will not have to spend a lot of coins on buying the potions already done and you save a lot of coins. Once you have access to this room, it's going to be super handy and easy to create the 𝐋𝐞𝐬𝐲 potion to restore health. Also, you need to know that after the herbology class you can always go there and get Detany. There is also a good spot from where you can get for free Venomous Tentacula. This is the map location in Arranshire in South Hogwarts. I will be posting more about this room within the following days because it allows you to do a lot of stuff and it deserves a separate video. You can buy from Hogsmeade various potions, tables and pots to grow plants, from tomes and scrolls, and from the magic need still in Hogsmeade you can buy the plant seeds and fertilizers which allow you to grow the plants and yield back more when collecting them from the pots. One other thing to know is that you can change the time of day. For this we need to pull up the map and we will see R3 is used for rest. This actually changes day into night and vice versa. This is useful for when collecting the Demiguise, which can be seen by Revelio and collected only at night. R3 for the PlayStation is the button used when pressing on the right analog stick. This will be useful also when you want to start classes because they are available only during the day and for other further requirements for missions. I haven't finished the game yet, so I'm leaving space there. I'm sure it will be useful for other stuff also. I have to say that if you save coins, you don't have to spend your coins on gear in the beginning. It would be better to use it for the room of requirements, to buy ingredients for spells. I will have a video soon on that which will help you a lot, showing all the good loot chests in Hogsmeade and other areas. It is easy to find gear around the map and totally not worth buying, especially if your carrying capacity is low. It will simply fill up your space and you will be finding a lot of items on the map for free anyways. The talents tab is another really important one. They are divided into spells, dark arts, core, stealth, room of requirement. Of course, some might be more important than others to you, they all have some usefulness in some matter. My recommendation would be to go first for the core one and unlock spell knowledge 1, 2 and 3. The second most important one would be the dark arts and the spells tab. These make your spells more powerful and also add curses to them, which will prove to be of great help especially when you kill all cursed enemies with Avada Kedavra or when killing cursed enemies restores some health. You also need to know that there are 3 tiers you need to reach in order to unlock the upgrades in the challenge tab. These are level 5, 16 and 22. Around the castle there are those secret doors with symbols. You have some symbols on the left and right that you need to rotate. You could of course mix and match them because I think there are 9 or 12 combinations, but there is also a paper which shows you the number for each beast. You have to add 3 numbers from the triangle to equal the number from the circle. It is quite easy and you will get a hand of it quick. You can always check in your inventory the paper or take a photo of it and use it when you encounter these doors. The paper is located in the library annex on the last floor. The level 1 Alohomora, which allows you to pick locks, will be available after 7-8 hours of main mission gameplay. There are in total 3 levels of lockpicking, and to unlock the 2nd and 3rd level you will need to collect 9 and 13 Demiguises and bring them to Gladwin Moon. This is a side quest which is really useful. Regarding the way you lockpick, it is quite easy. You have a red and a green dot on the screen corresponding to the right and the left stick on the controller. My strategy is to move these 2 to the sides and start rotating the first right stick. It corresponds to the red dot. I gently rotate it till the center piece starts moving and becomes a bit more red. I then hold it in that position and start moving the left stick, rotating it till I find the spot that makes the right bottom corner green. This makes another circular piece rotate. Hold in place both of the stick for a few seconds and then the lock will be unlocked. There are 2 battle arenas where you can practice your combat. For those that have the Deluxe edition, there is a third one in which you can practice the dark cards. The first battle arena is in North Fort Bog. On the east side, you will see the specific icon. There are 20 pots that you can destroy, and after that you need to reach the statue and you will be able to start the 3 rounds. You will fight here dark wizards, inferius, big spiders, venomous shooter and variations of this. The second arena is in Feldcroft on the south side. Here you have the same story, you need to destroy the 20 pots, go to the statue and enter the arena. This one is a bit more difficult, you fight trolls, goblins, big spiders and overall harder enemies. The Dark Cards arena is south in the Forbidden Forest. Here you have 10 pots that you can find really near, destroy them and after that you will be able to enter the arena and test the unforgivable curses. But keep in mind that this arena is available only for those that have the Deluxe edition.
Hope this video worked well for you. Thank you very much for watching the entire video. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.